So I've made good progress on activity from the last video. And just to refresh everyone's memories, activity is where you can log the things that you've watched, read, listened to, all that kind of stuff. It's basically just a simple history of that, of the things that you've done. And there's going to be improvements for both free people and for super sofa people as well. And so things like stats for all the things that you've done and logged in there, and then the ability to filter based on the type of data it is, like a movie or a book, and also the year that you logged it by. So what we're going to do is we're just going to jump in and see what's new. So number one, the filters this week, they actually work and work really well. So there's a couple cool things here. So number one, again, this is all my activity. I can scroll through that stuff and you can see that by the various data types. And this is just showing everything. Now what you can do is you can tap on years and you can filter this by specific years. So if I want, I can just look at 2020 and I can see all the movies I watched, all that kind of stuff. And you can scroll through this stuff, it all filters it. Now what's cool is when you start to combine these filters. So I have 2020 selected, and now if I tap and say I choose movies, it shows me the total movies that I watched in 2020, but then also per month I can see how many movies I watched per month, which is pretty nice. And again, you can scroll through this stuff and this is just showing me all the movies that I watched in 2020. And you can do this with anything. So I can go to 2019 and look at books. Same thing, you can see all that stuff. So you can see the months where maybe I didn't finish books, but I was reading books during that time. So you can see all that, which is really nice. Then I can just kind of clear all that stuff out. Now, so filters are very cool. Another thing you may be noticing is search. So this is something that I've always wanted. I know many people have, and me as well. So now you can just search for something that is in your activity. So I can type in, Zelda, and I can see, okay, I finished Zelda Breath of the Wild, April 2019. I can see all that stuff. And again, this you can search your whole list here. So I can put in The Office, and I can see all the times I watched The Office. I watch The Office a lot. But again, really nice. Search is like, it feels like it's kind of like finally, right? Took long enough, but it's here. That's good. There's a couple other things now. So for each individual item, you have a couple actions that you can take. So number one, you can now add this to a list. So let's say that you wanted to watch The Office again. You could add that back to a list for any other reason that you may want to do. You can change the date. You have been able to change the date before, but this view has been cleaned up a little bit. It was a little janky before, but now it's much nicer, but you can do that. And continuing with this theme of deep links, you can now copy deep links. Now on the topic of deep links, if you look up here, we have a new little menu. Now, number one, everyone may not want stats, even if they're like a super sofa person. They may not really care about stats and may not want to see it, so that's fine. So you always have the option to just hide it. No big deal, right? And it'll save that for you. But if you do want to show it, you have a couple options here. One is you can copy a deep link specifically just to activity, just like the regular activity view. Or you can copy a deep link with the current filters that you have set. So, if I say 2020 movies, right? I can copy, I go to copy deep link with filters, it'll copy a deep link with those filters applied, right? So let's take a look at how that could work. So number one, activity. If I just want to go to like activity, just the basic one, I can just click on that, or tap, not click. And it just takes me right to activity. Nice, right? Okay, so let me show you that this is working. So now if I want to go to a specific item in activity, you can see that. I can see, oh, okay, look, there is that, right? You can go back. Great. Now the filter stuff I think is pretty cool. So So again, if you kind of read this little link or URL, you can kind of pick up where this is going. So this second one should show me activity with the year 2020 selected in all data types. So if I tap on that, boom, done. Look at that. Nice. And I'll back out of that. And then this one the third one here should show me the year 2019 and all books. And look at that, there we go. So that's it for now. Activities, making good progress there, and it's getting to the point where it's feeling pretty solid. There's going to be other things I'm going to be working on. I've already started working on notes, which I'll be going over in a future video. But activity's feeling good, and excited for people to eventually get it at some point. But keep watching, stay tuned. Thank you.